This is ABC.
Well, here they are. That is the most talked about, most written about, most controversial show on television this season of What Do I Speak? And who killed Laura Palmer, do you know? Please welcome the cast of Twin Peaks right here.
The missus says that...
They're thinking about putting out this music album. This is one of the most discussed television programs of our season. Well, let me tell you who's here. Look at who's here. Here is Peggy Lipton. She's Norma, owns the Double R Diner in... We're crazy about you. And I am pleased to announce that her husband has just been released from prison in this, in the show, I mean. Piper Laurie steps forward. Catherine. She's the manager of operations at the Packard Sawmill. Now some of the more senior members of our cast here. Dana and Ashbrook is Bobby. He was deeply in love with Laura Palmer, who, as you know, has departed the mortal scene, having her body discovered wrapped in a plastic bag. But we'll talk about that in just a moment. Dana Ashbrook. Here's Madchen Amick. She's Shelley Johnson, and she's married to a louse. And I think your husband committed the murder.
I'm not.
Madchen is, I don't think this is your first. You left Reno when you were 16, it says here.
Yes.
And now you're in the movies, kid.
Yes, I am.
I'll tell you this. I'll make you a watch if I'm wrong. Here is the murderer of Laura Palmer. He's Leo Johnson. He's a drug-running truck driver who beats his wife and has been known to kill before. Here's Eric DeRay. I don't know. He's the obvious one. No, I don't think anybody knows. You better not know. This thing is building like JR, and who shot him? And aren't these producers thrilled with this? Well, here she is, dead as a doornail. Listen, only on television, Laura Palmer, they find her body, and it's like the first 30 seconds of the thing. She's wrapped in a plastic bag. They find the body, and now her look-alike returns as Madeline Ferguson, so we're pleased to tell you that the actress playing Laura Palmer is very alive and well in these episodes, and she is making her screen debut in Twin Peaks. Here is Sheryl Lee. Did you know? You must not have known you couldn't hear the music when you were working. Piper, give us a little overview here. Did you have any idea you were going to be in something this much?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. And I'm having as much fun as the audiences are. I rush home every Thursday night to watch. Because you don't really know what's going to happen when the other actors are working. So it's like a brand new show for you.
And this is a very large cast, Peggy. I mean, this is more than an ensemble. Obviously, we have only part of the gang here. But here's Laura. She was the high school prom queen. May she rest. God knows who did her in, but we've got several thousand suspects. And this is a very compelling script and accompanied by some very mysterious music. And now we apparently have people all over the country rushing home to find out what's going to happen on this episode. Incidentally, you wind up this Wednesday night, I'm told. Is that so?
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, I looked in the TV guide.
And a very fascinating sidebar story is Sheryl Lee. Sheryl, you were in Seattle? Are you a Seattleite?
No, I was living up there for 2 years and studying theater up there.
Oh, I see. So comes through the big Hollywood producer in a Rolls Royce with his ego initials on the license plate and says, "You want to be a star, baby?" He smokes a big cigar and takes you off, and here you are.
Kinda.
It was almost that way, was it? Did he see you in a play or what?
No, as far as I know, he saw a headshot, my headshot somewhere in a casting office or an agent's office or something, and called me in to meet me.
Uh-huh. So I think then he tells you, "Oh, I want you to be in my new TV series, but you're going to be a corpse."
No, at that time, at that time I didn't even know it was a series. He just said, "This is this character, and you need to be dead for about 3 days worth of work, and we have to shoot some stills, this one and some other ones, and then that little picnic, there was a home video picnic thing." And so at that time, that was what I knew.
But that was the only, you were a body, though, and you had, did you lie in the rain, etc.?
Yeah.
Literally?
Yeah.
Well, she was wrapped in plastic, though, so it was
Well,
nice.
sure. So why worry about her? I know what you mean. But you made the point, did you not, that this was obliged you to really engage in some real concentration?
Very, very, because it was almost a whole day worth of shooting. It was really cold. And since the tape was wrapped all the way around my body, I was like, you know, completely still. And the minute that you start thinking, if I want to move, I can't, then all you want to do is, you know, get up and run. And so it was a lot of concentration.
So you're about 20-something.
3.
You're 23.
Yeah.
And, but let's just get this in now. Now, after you do the dead work, the corpse, you must have been marvelous, darling, because he asked you to, now you have a speaking part, so?
Yeah, I didn't know at the time.
Well,
that
I bet
it was
he
gonna...
didn't either.
Yeah, I don't know.
I bet he liked you so well, he decided to make you alive.
He also put her in Wild at Heart as well. She worked on Wild at Heart, David's new movie.
And do we not understand that to be nominated at Cannes?
I understand that it won Best Picture.
Won Best Picture at Cannes.
Yeah, last night.
Well, congratulations, 23 years old, not bad. We got your number, Leo Johnson. You are the guy we do not want our daughters to bring home.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, old veteran, you've made 3 features, have you?
Yeah. Nothing I'd like to really speak about, but...
But you're in them, huh?
Yeah.
So this is one that brings you the most heat, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Must be fun,
It's great.
Huh?
I love it. It's been a lot of fun shooting it and working with everybody. Everybody's just great.
I used to have hair like this.
Yeah?
It is, you're perfect for this, Eric, and I'm sure you must be very proud of your work in here, and I don't know if it's premature to say whether this is being picked up. Do we know, Peggy?
What? No, we don't know yet.
We don't know yet. All right. Dana, if they don't know, you don't know. Is that right?
I'm Dana, but that's Madchen.
I'm sorry. Madchen, you don't know?
I don't know.
Are you there, caller? I'm glad you waited. Hi.
Yes, hi. I have a question for Sheryl or anybody.
Yeah.
What happened to the original idea in the first show? There was a town meeting about a serial killer and the possibility that this was part of that, and I'm going nuts. Would you please tell me? This is Linda from East Northport, and we'd love to
Well, we want you to know, too. I know what you mean. You mean the FBI agent calls the town together?
Yeah, and he pulled that little R
And
out
he
of her
says,
name.
there's a body, and they found a body 10 years ago, and we think it's the same guy. I know what you mean. What happened to that?
I think it's still going on. I mean, the show's only passed through a few days up to this point, so I think that theory of the serial killer is still alive.
Yes, how many days actually has passed?
3 or 4.
3 or 4 days.
Does anyone know?
Every episode's the next day.
Right. Now, the town, this is filmed in Washington State. Certainly the exteriors are. I assume all the dialogue's in someone in a studio somewhere, huh?
Yeah.
Out here.
So you're really highlighting the Pacific Northwest in this film, in this series, and I'm sure they must be pleased about this, however mysterious is your plot line, and however many suspects there are in the murder. You don't get to work in Washington State, huh?
Well, we did.
We did on the pilot.
We did in the pilot. We did the entire show in Washington State. I mean, the pilot, the 2-hour pilot.
And Peggy, I'm afraid to ask